Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hijab Akbar and I am a student of Rehan School Kiringi campus and I am an author. So today's we have the James. So let's go and talk to him and conversation the one topic. Hello James, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Okay, so can you introduce yourself to my viewers?
Sure. My name is James Saunders. I am located in Las Vegas, Nevada, United States. I've lived here since January 2020. Um, I am 66 years old. I have four adult children ranging in age from 25 to 43. I've been married four times to my wife, who I got married to in October of 2020. Um, I was in the military at one time. I joined the military in 1979, and I stayed in the military until October of 1996, when I departed the military at the request of my ex wife. I left the military. I stayed out for about 8 years, and I decided I was going to go back in the military. My ex wife said, I don't believe that's going to happen because you're too old. So she was right. So I came back in at 47. So I rejoined the military at 47, and I stayed in 4 years more. And then I retired at the age of 51. And that was about, that was some time ago because I'm 66 now. So I haven't had a job since the age of 51. And I joined a company that helped me with my income along with the other income I was making. So I began to do things differently. And it helped me greatly because I don't like following instructions or orders from anybody. So that's why I don't have a job today because I don't like taking instructions from people just giving me orders. I don't really like that. So um, I was able to join this company. I was able to live my life and relax, and that's basically it.
Okay, thank you so much for your answer and it is a amazing introduction. So my question from you, what inspired you to start your own business?
Basically, what inspired me to start my own business was the desire to not have to answer to anybody, to not want to work for anybody. See, in our society, we're taught that in order to survive, in order to make it, you have to work for somebody. That's what we're taught. But that is not true. That is not true. We think that is true because that's what we were taught. But if you have your own business, you can you can make money, especially if you come back in the military and you're paid. You can be paid up to three different ways, and plus your business, you can make it. So that's what inspired me to start my own business because I didn't want to work for anybody else.
Okay, thank you so much for your answer. And my another question from, can you tell me that how did you come up with the idea of with the idea for CBD win?
Well, CBD is a substance that people don't know about. They think it makes you high, like because it comes from hemp. It comes from a different part of the marijuana plant. See, there's a part of the marijuana plant that makes you high and loopy and stuff, and there's a part of the marijuana plant that is called hemp that doesn't do that. So I came back in the army at 47, and I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis at the age of 51. And you normally end up with a lot of inflammation of your body. So CBD helps with inflammation. It reduces inflammation so you can feel better. That's what I wanted to feel better. So plus, I met my wife on Facebook talking about CBD. She said, what is CBD? I said, well, you need to try some. So she had some severe hip pain. She tried the CBD, and 45 minutes later, the pain went away. So she was good to go with CBD. So I began to use it more and more. She used it. She liked it, and it was very beneficial to us. So I felt I could win with that. So I named it. We have like a username that we're supposed to make up. So I say, you know what? I can win with CBD. Well, CBD to win.
Okay, thank you so much for your answer. And another question from you. What sets CBD to win apart from other business in the CBD industry?
Basically, it's because we have a 60-day empty bottle money bank guarantee. No other company will give you your money back after 2 months. So we have a lot of belief in our CBD because it works. It works very well. Works very well.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for your answer. And my another question from you. What challenges did you face when starting CBD in, and how did you overcome them?
Basically, what I learned is that there are always people that will try to tell you what to do, their opinion about what to do. And what I figured out was, wait a minute, if you're not doing what I'm doing, how can you tell me what to do? For example, there might be somebody that you might decide that you're going to get in the CBD business. Somebody that's not in the CBD business, they don't believe in it. They'll tell you their opinion about what you should do. And the first thing I thought of was, how can you tell me your opinion about what I should do when you haven't done what I do? At all. It doesn't make sense. So my first thing that I had to overcome was believing in myself, not choosing not to listen to another person about what I should do when they had no idea about what I was talking about. It doesn't make any sense. So I had to overcome that. And I overcame it because I just started doing it.
Okay, thank you so much for your answer. And my another question from you. Can you tell me that? Can you describe a typical day in the life of a self-employed entrepreneur at CBD to win?
It's different now because I spend most of my time in the bed. I don't go outside, very much. I do go outside sometimes, but not very much. Balance for me is very difficult. Standing up and balancing myself because of my condition is very difficult for me. But because I did so much when I was younger, I was like 59, and I'm outside all the time. I'm in a hot climate all the time, and I was doing so. I was training hundreds of people, you know. So since I trained hundreds of people as a leader, and I trained officers, and I trained people that were just like me, I felt there was no need for me to be running around all the time outside. You know, that was my belief. You know, that's why today I pretty much do what I want to do. You know, if I want to go outside, I go outside. If I don't, I don't. And no one has the ability to tell me what I'm supposed to do. Now, if I had a job, if I was working for you, and you're my boss, then you can tell me what to do. I have to listen to you because you're my boss. But if you're not my boss, you can't tell me what to do. Big difference. See, when you're young, when you're very young, you have an idea that you have to have a job and there's going to be people telling you what to do and this person's telling you what to do and this person's telling. And oftentimes, they don't have what you want. They have less than what you want. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about their mind. Their mind oftentimes is very weak, because they doubt everything. So I'm not a person that doubts. I believe I have a strong belief in what I can do. So if I'm talking to somebody that doesn't believe in what I'm doing, then we don't have any reason to communicate any further, because you're not going to help me because your belief is poor.
Okay, thank you so much for your answer. And my another question from you: what strategies do you use to market your products service?
Basically, I just use a simple video, because I don't talk about products. I don't talk about what you should buy. For example, in this country, we have a company called Amazon. Now, Amazon doesn't call anybody to buy anything. You sit around, you say, you know what? I need a blender. Let me see if Amazon's got a blender. You know, I need some this or that. Let me see if Amazon's got it. So then you go on Amazon, you say, oh yeah, they got it. And you order it and it comes to your house. When you do that, somebody makes money because of what you did. And they didn't call you. Consequently, in my business, I don't have to call anybody. Maybe I'll meet you, you know, you'll be on Facebook and I'll say, you know, have you heard of CBD? Or people people tend to need money, you know? People tend to need money. So if I will say to a person, what how much money do you need to live every day if you didn't have to answer to anybody? How much money would you need? And they'll tell me. Well, I'll say, you know, go to this website, see if it makes sense to you. You can join for free without paying any money. And if somebody buys from your website, like Amazon, you'll get paid. So that's how I do my business.
sorry, here is some net issue. So,
Okay.
so my question from you: how do you stay motivated and focused as a self-employed entrepreneur?
How do I stay motivated and focused as a self-employed entrepreneur? I stay motivated and focused because no one, no one can motivate you. They can inspire you. They can inspire you, but they can't motivate you. That's the one thing I had to learn. Nobody motivates me. Many people inspire me. So I stay inspired by watching YouTube video. I watch a lot of YouTube video. I read and I dream and I imagine what it would be like if I had this or that, if I was able to do this or that. That's why I imagined being back in the army. Never went to combat. Never went to combat in 21 years. So that wasn't an issue. But there were people that thought I'm not going to go in the army because I'm going to go to combat. I say, okay, that's what you believe. It's not true, but that's what they believed. And I just made up my mind that I was going to self motivate myself.
Okay, thank you so much for your answer. And my another question from you. So, what advice would you give to someone who wants to start their own business in the CBD industry?
It's very simple. I would I would send them a link. They would click the link. They would watch the video, and if the video made sense to them, they would join my business. That's it. That's how I do my business today. All I do is send out a video. They click the link. Person says, that's interesting. I want to do what you do. Okay. And then they send out a link. They just copy what I do. They just copy what I do.
Okay. Okay, so my another question from you. How do you handle competition in the market?
Basically, I don't even address competition. I just do what I do. That's all. That's it.
Okay, so what resources or tools have been most helpful to you growing your business?
YouTube video, my mentor, because I have a person that I follow who has more than I have, and I listen to him. You see, many people sometimes listen and follow the wrong people. They don't even believe what they're following. I looked at this other person, and they're doing more than what I can do. So I followed him. He said, you need to do this. I do that. Some of the things I use as a resource would be video. Whatever he does, I do the same thing. Whoever he listens to, I listen to the same person. Whatever he reads, or tells me to read, I read.
Okay, so thank you so much for your answer. So, my another question from you.
Okay. What do you enjoy most about being self-employed in the CBD industry? I enjoy the products. I enjoy not having to follow other people's directions. I enjoy my life. I'm blessed, highly favored, and deeply loved.
Oh, that's awesome. So, my another question from you: if you could go back and give yourself one piece of advice before starting CBD to win, what would it be?
Only listen to people.
Unknown caller.
Just a moment. Hello? 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 Hello?
Thanks for calling back. This is the National Credit Relief Department. So my another question from you. Can you tell me that you give the answer?
I gave the answer. I would only listen to people that had what I want, that had the information. I would only listen to people that only have the information that I need to follow, that's done what I want to do.
Audience.
You have another question for me?
Yes. Would you like to give the advice with our audience?
What I would like to give is to tell people no matter where you're from, no matter what you do, we have to learn to ask ourselves, what do I want? And then, once we know what we want, then we look for the person that has done what we want and follow them. If they haven't done what we want, why would I listen to you? It makes no sense. For example, let me see if I can do it. For example, a person may be only making $2. but I want to make $50. If I want to make $50 and you've only made $2, why would I listen to you? It doesn't make sense. I'm going to go find somebody that's made $50 and do what they did. That's what I
Okay,
would say.
thank you so much for give us very amazing and beautiful advice, and thank you so much for share some insightful knowledge with my viewers. So, lastly, if you want to make some posters, some thumbnails, and some edit your videos, so please contact me. I will make you.
I will do that if I decide to do that. I've already. I'll send you a couple of YouTube videos that I made.
Okay.
Some
So,
thumbnails of
thank you
somebody
so
else.
much, sir.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Okay. So, bye bye. Take care.
Bye bye.